James Kaufman, World News Report today, January 24th, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we just keep winning. Trump to sign executive order to eliminate FEMA? Well, maybe. He's going to either overhaul it completely or eliminate it, he says. President Donald Trump announced plans to sign an executive order that could fundamentally reform or eliminate FEMA during a press conference in North Carolina. Well, at least he went to visit. President Donald Trump has declared his intention to sign an executive order aimed at fundamentally reforming or potentially dismantling the Federal Emergency Management Agency system altogether. During a visit to North Carolina, Trump criticized FEMA's performance, suggesting that disaster response responsibilities should be shifted to the state government levels. We have two quick videos of him in North Carolina at two locations, stating that he may eliminate FEMA altogether and turn this over to the states. This proposal comes at a time when Trump prepares to tour 4 ravaged neighborhoods in Los Angeles, California. You hate to turn the money over to Newsom.
There's been so many local groups stepped up to assist.
Yeah, that's one of the things you hear.
Any talk on having money instead of going to FEMA and go through Washington to go to them?
That's what I want to do. We want to bring it locally so that the state takes care of its problem, and then they can bring it down to a local level, like Samaritan's Purse and Franklin, because that's one of the better examples. But you have numbers of people that did a great job. You have groups that did a great job, and organizations. The one that didn't do a good job was the government. They did a bad job. They did, in many ways, they did no job. They weren't even available. So, good question. The answer is we go local. I think it'll work much better. FEMA is a very expensive organization that really doesn't work out very well. It hasn't. This is not the only example. So it was up to me right now. It ended right now, and I just let the state take care of the problem. I mean, you can always have problems. Let the state. If it's Florida, it's a hurricane. Let Florida take care of it. They don't need FEMA to come in.
We're talking about millions of jobs if he closes FEMA, but it would probably be for the good of the country. And here he is now. President Trump says he is considering getting rid of FEMA. Epic move if he does. FEMA has turned out to be a disaster. It turns out to be the state that ends up doing the work. It just complicates it. I think we're going to recommend that FEMA go away and we pay a percentage to the state.
I'll also be signing an executive order to begin the process of fundamentally reforming and overhauling FEMA, or maybe getting rid of FEMA. I think, frankly, FEMA is not good. I think when you have a problem like this, I think you want to go and, whether it's a Democrat or Republican governor, you want to use your state to fix it and not waste time calling FEMA. And then FEMA gets here and they don't know the area, they've never been to the area, and they want to give you rules that you've never heard about. They want to bring people that aren't as good as the people you already have. And FEMA's turned out to be a disaster. And you could go back a long way. You could go back to Louisiana. You could go back to some of the things that took place in Texas. It turns out to be the state that ends up doing the work. It just complicates it. I think we're going to recommend that FEMA go away. And we pay directly, we pay a percentage to the state. But the state should fix this. If the state did this from the beginning, it would have been a lot better situation. I think you guys agree with that, right?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it would be an epic move that would save hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars every year. God bless you and yours. Please share. Please subscribe. Always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.